We are going to show you how to successfully welcome families in for the entryway. Let's get started. First and foremost, make sure both adults and children have a mask. If they don't, we're going to have boxes provided and you can give them out. Guide families to stand on a dotted line. We have them spread out so there's enough room. As families come, offer them to come over to the check-in area. Miss Lisa or myself will be stationed here entering families' information. As you give your child's information over, a great ticket will be printed out. This sticker will have the child's name. Stick that on their back. That way they can be identified. There's also a code number on another sticker. This is for both parents for pickup. It's very important that you keep these. You can stick them on your bag or stick them on yourself, but don't lose them. We will require these for pickup for families, okay? Next, we're going to talk about nursery versus preschool kids. Nursery families will be invited inside, and they're going to go left. This is our nursery room. There will be a volunteer in here that will welcome the child, and parents will then exit back out through the double doors. Over here. If children are 3 or over, they're going to be dropped off at this space. Welcome the children in. And a volunteer will be stationed here to help guide any children back to the worship area. To make things easier, we have markers where children can wait that we can all enter back together. Hi volunteers, this video will show you how to successfully handle our little ones in the nursery. To start out, there's going to be kiddos that have dirty diapers. Let's get started. There's going to be blue sheets provided. Make sure to lay that down on the changing pad and put your gloves on. We require this right now just based on CDC guidelines. If a child has a diaper bag, make sure to grab that. Sometimes parents forget to put diapers on. So we have diaper sizes provided down here. And volunteers must always be masked in this room. You'll find that some of our kiddos will not be masked. That's because 2 and under, we will not be requiring masks in this room. However, some families do a great job at having their 2-year-olds wear a mask, and we encourage that always. Diapers and wipes if you need extras, and we also have a change of clothes as well in case there's an accident or there's spillage, which we all know happens with kiddos. After you change the child, place the child down on the changing pad, and with the dirty diaper, fold it into the disposable pad, remove your gloves, and place everything here in the diaper pad. Once you're done, come on over and use soap and hot water. We have a soap pump, and there's also one provided on the wall in case that's not filled. Dry your hands. Once that's completed, we will have a set of Clorox wipes to also wipe down this area and to throw down as well. And that's it. To talk about food with some of our littles, if you volunteered from last year, we did provide Cheerios. At this time, we will not be providing snacks, and we will also not be bottle feeding. So at pickup, if parents, or at drop-off, if parents ask that, you can politely invite them to come use our nursing area to bottle feed or breastfeed their child, or they can use the outdoor space as well when they enter. Let's talk about toys. We have space designated for crawlers who typically will mouth toys, and this is to kind of keep things separate. If things go in the mouth, we ask that you take that toy once they are done playing with it and immediately put it into the dirty toy bin. This will help prevent cross-contamination. All other toys that are played with, feel free to place them back in their bins. Once worship time is done, I will personally come in and clean and sanitize everything. But we do ask toys that are mouthed to immediately take it from the child and place that in the dirty toy bin to keep everybody safe. Hi volunteers, this video will show you how to exit and enter our preschool room from the worship area. So we just got done singing and having a great time, and because these are our 3 to 5-year-olds, we are going to take a potty break always after worship time. We're going to walk down with our kiddos, and both volunteers will be entering the women's bathroom. It does not matter if there's a mix of boys and girls. Everyone is going to be entering the women's bathroom for safety issues. We always need to have 2 adults when dealing with children. So everyone will come into the space. You'll see that there's markers separated, and we'll keep bathroom doors open too, just to make sure our kiddos are safe. After, we're going to head on down to our room. Our preschool room is located next to our nursery. You'll see this when you come in to volunteer, but just to make sure, we also have, the volunteer room here as well. If you ever are in a pinch and need supplies, you can find everything in that space. And then we're gonna head inside to our preschool. Volunteer will be stationed here. We need to sanitize and make sure we're safe before touching toys. Clean all the kiddos' hands and instruct them to come on over to our carpet space for story time. We have great colorful circles. Have friends pick a color to sit on, and they are nice and 3 feet spaced apart. If you need more, we will have these available, and we will show you how to space those out, if by any chance you happen to have a lot of kids that Sunday. And we're going to have story time in this space. After story time and going over our memory verse, it's time for our centers. Depending on how many kids you have, all the children might be able to travel in between the centers. Some of our spaces we have are pretend. We will have puzzles at the tables. And we have our car and block area for children to kind of explore and build. And also our carpet area with books if children would like a quiet area. So with our preschoolers, these are ages 3 through 5. We do require masks in this room. We will have disposable masks at the front entrance in case a kid forgets it, and also down here in case it gets soiled or wet. Also accidents. Although we will be taking a bathroom break after worship time, accidents happen inevitably. If it does, we have garbage bags to put their soiled clothes in, and we will have extra clothes to change a child into. Now, unfortunately, because we do need to keep kids safe, everyone will have to walk down to the bathroom in order to change that kiddo. And last but not least, dirty toys. Although kids are masked, this age group, they might fall down, they might put something in their mouth, they might rub their nose and touch a toy. If you see cross-contamination happening orally or rubbing a nose because their mask has fallen and touching something, what we ask you to do is take that toy and place it in our sink. It is now off use until next Sunday before it does get thoroughly.
Hi guys, welcome to the Edgekidz Worship Center. This space is for kids kindergarten through 5th grade. And in the beginning, we will have our preschoolers joining us in here as well, the beginning of our worship morning. So when kids come into this space, they need to be wearing a mask. All kids that enter this space, and even out in the hallway, they always need to be masked. All volunteers always need to be masked. When the kids enter, make sure that each kid gets a squirt of sanitizer, that our hands stay nice and clean, so that we're all set to worship together and have a great time. All right, this is our awesome new Edgekidz Worship Center. Looks a little disheveled now, but we are working to make it really awesome. We've had some help from Ephraim getting some new lights, getting some sound equipment. It's gonna be really cool for all our friends who love to sing and dance and do all that cool stuff and hear an amazing story. All right, when in here, we do have to space 3 feet unless we're singing, and then we need to be 6 feet. So these chairs will have many more of them out and available, but these will probably be spaced about 6 feet apart. If we have families in here, siblings, they can be a little closer together. We will not be offering any food or snacks in this room at this time. We just want to keep it plain and simple and easy, so just no food. Kids may bring a labeled water bottle into this room, that's perfectly fine. One other thing about this room is that it has this really cool second floor. And this, for the most part, is not going to be used unless we break into small groups. When this gate is closed, kids do not need to go up there. When our preschoolers leave to go to their classroom, if we break up into small groups, you may send a group up there with a leader, and they can use that space to sit up and have their discussions, but only with a volunteer's approval. Welcome to our 4th and 5th grade room, as well as our Club 45 room. This room will be used when, on Sunday morning, when we break up into small groups. Our 4th and 5th graders will come to this room to have their own special discussion, something that's a little more appropriate for their age. When entering this room, they need to have sanitizer. We're going to do a lot of sanitizing, so get those hands ready. Also, they need to be masked when coming into this room. Inside this room, which is freshly painted and looking beautiful, we'll have the kids help us decorate it. We're very excited about that. We have some tables. The table has our 3-foot markings so the kids can sit here and have some great discussion with their volunteers. We will not be having snacks in this room at this time. And yeah, we're ready for a great time in this room. Again, I just wanted to cover some of the other odds and ends that we have not yet covered in our other videos. When the kids are here at Edgekidz, they may bring a water bottle. The water bottle needs to have their name on it. So if they come in with one and they don't have a label, feel free to take a piece of tape or something and just write their name right on it so we know whose it is. Also, all kids, all volunteers, and all adults that are coming to drop off, everybody needs to be masked at all times. Masks must be one that's very important. We also need to keep a 3-foot distance between kids unless we're singing, and at that point we need to have a 6-foot space between kids. If there are siblings involved, they can be close together, but otherwise, singing 6 feet, everybody else, or for every other thing we're doing, 3 feet. We also have some spaces that kids should not enter. One of those is right behind me. This is a janitor's closet. It should most of the time, pretty much all the time, be locked. They are not allowed in this space. One other space that they should not go into is these double doors right here. This is basically like a workroom. Pastor Tom is usually in here, but they should not go into this space. There are also some offices located off our main hallway that kids should not enter. All right, let's talk about bathrooms. We have 2 great bathrooms here in the Edgekidz worship space. One is the men's bathroom here and the women's bathroom down here. I'm going to take you in the women's bathroom just for an example. We have spaced out X's on the floor where kids can wait to use the bathroom. When in the bathroom, there should never be 1 child and 1 adult alone. There should be at least 2 adults or 2 children. We always 3 people, so whether that's 2 children, 1 adult, 2 adults, 1 child, never just one-on-one. All right, and if you come into a situation where there's just 1 kid who needs to use the bathroom and you cannot find a way around it, place yourself in the doorway so that you're not fully in the bathroom, but you're just kind of still aware of what's going on and you can communicate with them. So if you place yourself here, you can still see what's going on and say, hey, everything okay in there? And you're still visible from the hallway. This is the best way to handle just having 1 child in the bathroom. Here in Edgekidz, we are very concerned with safety. We want all of our kids to be safe. We want to know who's exiting and who's entering our building at all times. For this reason, we have 4 doors that are alarmed with a security system. I'm going to show you how to use that system in case it ever goes off. All right, so this is how you turn the alarm on and off. The alarm is located on the door right over here, right here. When these doors are opened, they sound very loudly. And to turn it off, you hit this button right here. It looks like an open lock, this one right here. And then to rearm it, you hit this button here at the top.